Welcome back to another video. Today I'm about to give y'all my top 10 tips on how to play Dragon Ball Sparking. This game is bringing back old players and even new players. That being said, it's a lot of things that I'm gonna cover in this video that's gonna be super simple, common knowledge, and be like, I didn't even know nothing about that and you helped out with that. And I know there's a lot of people who just want to get like a head start, already want to play your homeboy and just mess them up. So this is going to be a helpful video for you, so stick around and let's get straight into this video. First thing first, controller settings. I would say if you was a person that's been playing Budokai, who has been playing like the older games and you know still familiar with the button layout, playing on classic will be no problem for you. All the buttons will be similar. You already kind of know what's going on. So this would be somebody who's like well seasoned, already know how to play Budokai, or has been playing Dragon Ball. With standard, I will low-key recommend this for beginners, strictly just because compared to classic, it's less buttons far as perception. When you're playing on classic, you gotta press Y and B. Say like that's really is about it. It's really come down to is if you are familiar with playing like back in the day, or if you're new. Like I said, this is a little bit slightly better, strictly just because you can hit perception with one button instead of two. Tip number 2, battle assist. But the game recommends semi-automatic. Yeah, no, do not recommend semi-automatic. Like I said, go over to custom. I want y'all to turn everything off. The only thing that you want to keep on is recovery assist, and reasons being, I've played through this game and I feel like having guard assist on and having some of these things on like doing for me in the background, it just was not the best things for me to do. Like I don't want you trying to block and guard for me. Like that just slowed me down. Another reason, it's a thing called Z counter in this game, and pretty much whenever I had the semi-automatic on, I just could not get it down pat. Went to custom, turned everything off, and only thing but a recovery assist, because I mean I don't really see recovery assist being like a problem for me. Like you can help me get up, like I don't care. Compared to having everything else on, I just almost could not get the Z counter down pack. But once I literally turned that off, I have been getting it down pack a little bit more smoother, faster, pretty much just getting into the rhythm of hitting the counter on point instead of like spamming because I can't get it. Pretty much felt like it was just holding me back instead of just helping me throughout the whole process. So I recommend turning everything off, but just keeping the recovery assist on. Another thing that I do recommend, getting into that training, bro. Learn how to play the game. You cannot go in there playing this game like this is Mortal Kombat spamming any type of button, because you go in here playing like you're spamming, you're gonna be cooked, brother. I'm telling you, you're gonna be cooked. I'll go to super battle and battle training. This is going to pretty much teach you how to play the game bar for bar, word for word. And yes, it might be a little bit annoying, kind of going through this, learning how to play a game, but playing this type of game, I really recommend you doing that, because this game you cannot spam in. You cannot just spam in this game and think you're going to get away with it. You're going to be rage quitting a lot. So like I said, I recommend you go over here to battle training, just to even learn like the simple functions of the game, because this game really kind of goes so far in depth than what you think it is. Actually really kind of go in depth. That's what I low-key like about this game, because there's so many functions that they do have in this game. It teach you like so many ins and outs. So the counters, the recoveries, like it's just so much depth of what they have in this game. So just playing this tutorial will help you out in the long run. Going through these just will teach you at least just some of the fundamental mechanics on how to play this game. The fourth tip I do recommend for you guys is also to go into the training explanation of controls. So pretty much it's going to be the same list of what you kind of learn. It's going to tell you the Kai Blast, how much it takes to do this type of move in particular. But what's the whole point of me going to this is going where is that? The rush chains. So the reason why I say that is because some of these rush chains, some people have is XXXY to do a rush chain. Some of them is XXY. It's pretty much that it spin them around. I recommend you going to check, because this I have you like choosing like, okay, I would like to use this character because it's so much simpler. I can hit them with a quick move, turn them around, and you will have them in that loop where they can't turn around and you punching them right from the back, beating a junk in. Pause. Some characters got the option where you can spam XXXY or like different ones where you can spin them and turn them around, and that could be an advantage where you can be attacking the character right from the back, beating a junkie. And like I said, recommend that just because I feel like that's just like an upper advantage of having like that option, because I feel like low-key that's low-key the meta right now, when you can get a person to turn around mid in the game. It's dangerous. It's hard to get up out that loot, especially if you're not like familiar with the functions of this game. Tip number 5. Use sparking mode, bro. Use sparking mode. I'm gonna tell you this right now. A lot of people was struggling to fight this man 8 Vegeta. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people as well. Like, I don't know if you guys already played the story mode just yet, but the people who have, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So using sparking in this mode, so once you acquire at least one skill gauge, that's like in that top left hand quarter, you got a chance to power up all the way max to sparking mode. The reason why this move right here is something that's going to be very helpful for people who haven't got past the ape yet. You would get into this punch chain where that will look almost like it's infinite, but pretty much your player would be able to it's going to get broken eventually, but it's almost going to look infinite far as the punching. That's going to help you a long way when you're fighting this ape. Even online, once you even get into sparking, you can use it and it don't lower down your ki. Only certain moves that would is, you know, pretty much be your finisher. You really want to use that pretty much towards the end, almost like I said, your finisher. Like I said, I will say this sparking mode will help you out tremendously when you versing that big ape, because bro, y'all don't understand. I was like an hour in on that, bro, struggling to fight this man Vegeta. So tip number 6 is gonna be strictly just about defense in the game, and like I said, the training with Piccolo, get in the lab with my boy Piccolo. This is gonna help you guys a long way. So perception is what y'all finna see a lot of people do in this game. It's almost like the top of the thing that people like love to spam. Pretty much how to even hit perception, you just hold down on the B button, you know, on Xbox. Basically, this mechanic give you the option to counter almost everything in this game, like regular attacks, charge attacks. But if you have 2 skill gauges, you can counter a super. Now, the only thing that I know for sure that it don't work on is ultimates. Just to have this perception in your pocket to learn this, this is something you want to pay attention to. Much how to even do the perception, you want to time it almost as soon as you about to get hit, and like a lot of things that I know a lot of people have been wondering too is about this super sway. It's almost like the same thing. You want to just time it perfectly. This game is not about spamming. If you spam in this game, you will get belt. You will get the belt. So then now you have super counter. You just flick up on the stick, hit X, pretty much your attack button. Like, using this is very useful as you got your whole back turned around and you getting your junk beat in. Awesome. But it's true, like, you getting smashed. We'll say this, even using this mechanic is a little tougher. You almost got to time it as well. Like, you cannot pretty much mash. Really got to time it like almost on point. So like I said, practice this over in training. This would be very useful if you're going to get someone that love turning you around, hitting you, punching you right from the back. This will be a great counter to use. But I'm not gonna lie, this is something that's pretty much hard to do. I've been trying to like master this. It's just a small window that you can actually kind of do to even hit this move. So I will say it will be a little difficult, but just get into training so you can at least be familiar with it. That's what I really recommend, because even just someone that's just randomly picked up this game, you gotta kind of train, man. You gotta try it. So go ahead and do that. Practice that mechanic. It's a great move to break out of combos, especially like I said, if you getting hit from the back. Next would be Z counter, and this would be something that you would love to use, because I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun using this, and that's just because, you know, it feel like you actually really in anime, like vanishing behind another player. Don't take too much ki. It's almost like a small significant amount that it does take. Even get the timing correct. Like I said, I recommend training just so you can get like the feel of the game. You really know when to time it and really make a play off of the chain reactions of doing a Z counter. Number 7. Dashing to the side. This is something that is a slight advantage because I don't really see a lot of people using this. I tend to use this when I see people doing the charging up, holding X to try to you know, pretty much knock me off my block. I'm charging up to do super blast, even going into like a chain reaction. I love like going right to the side and most of the time you kind of do end up right behind them. So I feel like this is a nice mechanic to actually like learn to do, because a lot of people is not doing it, and you would catch someone off guard. Like I said, I usually do this when someone's like powering up and they trying to get me with a good blast. I kind of like dodge right out of the way at the like last second. Hey, I'll recommend pretty much going through these characters and, you know, trying different people out as far as if you once you can't get the defensive down pack. Reason being, there's some characters in this game that got almost escape defensive move. Pretty much it'd be like more of an explosive wave to get you out of like, you know, sticky situation. Like let's say you chained up in a combination. I feel like using these type of player, I think even Burdock, he got like a wave where he bursts and he goes right into sparking mode. Said I recommend like you playing through these players, like especially if you're not good with defensive, and you know, checking people out that do have like shockwaves, like androids. I think Freezer got one as well, even like Vegeta, you know, just to get those out of those free cop out defensive moves. But I will say it will give you a cost of 2 skill gauges once you use those. But like I said, if you're not the best at defensive, this is something that I really recommend, just to give you like a free play to get you out of a combination of some sort, you know, to get free and get back on the attack. So tip number 9, how to mix up your options. So like, I know a lot of people that get into games who, you know, they face people who's already blocking, smash until the person is out of that full rush chain, and then they get the welling on them. Blocking, that's pretty much negative on the blocking. It's going to give your player pretty much the downfall of getting well back on. And not only that, to give your opponent an opportunity to hit you with Z counters, you know, things like that. So you want to kind of mix it up. Like I said, to go referencing back to one of the tips, you can step to the side, do a little grapple. I love doing a grapple just because, you know, I get to throw their ass and I'll be like, bro, get up out that grapple. You ain't finna be blocking. Like I said, you don't want to be doing the same thing because then you become predictable. So mix up your moves, do a couple grapples. Is like I said, if your player's opponent or whatnot is doing all the blocking, mix it up, dodge to the side. You have an option even in this game, like if somebody's even blocking, they got the overhead block, even like the sweep, and you know, pretty much just the regular stock charge, and just to break they block pretty much open. So like I said, mix up your moves, do a couple steps to the side. You can do grapples. Don't do the same thing with button mashing with just spamming a rush attack. That will give your player or opponent, the opportunity to pretty much well on you. So mix up your combinations, do some grapples, do some charges to break the guard. You got overhand, middle, and you got even sweep. For the last and final thing that I know a lot of people have been asking about, bro, how do I get custom people, bro? How do I get custom people? Literally, you're gonna go to the shop, and pretty much this is only optional if you get up to level 20. So once you get up to level 20, you will be able to buy some of these characters, and pretty much it'll be access to you. So with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Hope y'all out. I will be doing a little bit more gameplay of this video, this game I'm at, just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a lot of fun. So I got gameplay coming. Also, like, I do some more tutorials if y'all mess with the tutorial so far. So yeah, I got more things on the way. And let's see you into the next video, and I'm out of here.